What's up, guys? Boulet de Yann Motor. So this morning we are in Sidemen. This is Easter Sunday morning ride. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's why I love the Sunday morning ride in Bali. Oh. Yeah, that's beautiful, the Mount Agung. So the new bike, Kawasaki ER6N 2014 ABS, 19,900 kilometers. Average of 16 kilometers per liter consumption. It's a bike that I always wanted. I mean, I always wanted to have a naked bike, and I was thinking, like, I really liked the Monster 795 in here or the ER6N. Now, in terms of reliability, I prefer the Kawasaki. More easy in Indonesia to find the spare parts, because you have to think about that in Indonesia when you purchase a motorcycle. You have to think about the spare parts, because it's if you have a Ducati in here, it's a hassle. Like only for brake pads or clutch, it will be a nightmare to find it. So, and also the Kawasaki is cheaper. The problem, I mean, you know, the problem of the price of motorcycle in Indonesia. We have 60% of luxury tax over 250cc, and the bike, the used bike, the second-hand market is completely crazy. People, they bought bike like 3 years ago, and then now they sell it like used, and they want exactly the same price as a brand new bike. So good luck to find one. So the Kawasaki ER6N, you can find it between 60 to 75 million rupiah, and if you want the ABS version, you have to pay around 10 to 15 million more, which make the ER6N less than 100 million. So it's around 5,000 euro, 5,500 US dollar. So it's still affordable and it makes sense. Over 100 million, it doesn't really make sense, but well, that's my point of view. Everybody has his own point of view about that. So what I like about that bike, well, the power delivered is 72 horsepower. It depends on the specs, and that's at the crank, and that's not at the rear wheel. And the torque. And what I really like about that bike is that she has a double personality. It's a schizophrenic motorcycle. Why I say that? Because you can drive it like very low, third gear, 3000 RPM, good torque. And then if you rev it up, if you pass the 8000 RPM, then the character of the bike change, and then it becomes a monster. And that's what I like about this motorcycle. Double personality. So it makes a good bike for touring, hence the box behind. And especially in Indonesia, because it's very hot in here, and the max speed that the average speed that we get with a motorcycle is around 60-80 kilometers per hour, not more. So you have plenty of power already. You don't need more power than that, and you don't need protection too much. What you need is cool air on your hands and on your body. So the naked bike makes sense. You get a lot of air flow in your face, in your chest, so you can cool down. So I put back the stock exhaust because when I bought the bike, it has a racing exhaust on it, and man, that was so noisy. Basically, it was just an empty pipe and with a can Coca-Cola, which is like a Coca-Cola can as an exhaust, so it was not possible to keep that. I like a bike when it makes noise, but not that much noise. I mean, I couldn't even hear the music on my cardo. I went through a hassle also to find this bike, because I was like seeing and viewing 8 ER6N, and most of them, they were really in bad shape. It's very difficult to find one in good shape with good maintenance record and with the Balinese plate, which is DK, because you have to pay the tax every year to the Indonesian government for your motorcycle. So yeah, it's very important, because you need to renew the license of the paper of the bike every year. So and you have to do it in the town where the bike is registered. So if you buy in Bali a bike that is registered in Jakarta, then you will have to go to Jakarta to register to pay the tax every year to keep your license, your motorcycle license, active. And it's a pain in the ass. You don't want to do that. And what about if it's on another island? And you need also the ID card of the previous owner of the bike. So basically it's better if you buy a motorcycle that is registered in Bali. That was the main reason why I wanted to have a DK plate. And also to change the name, if you want to put the bike under your name, if you are an Indonesian citizen, or if you have a KITAS or KITAP, then you need also to put the property book of the bike, the BPKB, under your name. And to do so, same thing, you need to have the permission from the origin city to move the bike from one place to another. And it's better if the bike is already in DK, so then it's the same office, the same police office, that's going to take care of all the paperwork. So that's the reason why it was so difficult for me to find a ER6N with DK plate on and ABS. So as you can see, a very smooth bike to ride at low RPM. Oh, a snake. But there is some stuff that I dislike. Like the position, the legs are too, the position is a bit too sporty for me. So unfortunately, what I will have to do, I mean, what you have to do is, if you are tall, I'm 180 centimeter, which is 5'11". So you have to put the seat more high. So I just put an extension on the seat, but it's still not enough. It will need a seat higher still, and then in that case raise a little bit the handlebar. So it's time to have a little bit of fun with the bike. So apart that, there is nothing else that I don't like about the bike. And since I have the stock pipe, I hear more the air intake when I accelerate. Always careful, it's not a circuit. You can have fun, but always keep in mind that you have a lot of people living in Bali. And the road is not just yours. For that you have the circuit Mandalika on the next island in Lombok. Yeah, maybe what I don't like also is the you know, like, because she doesn't have a slipper clutch, so as you have a lot of torque, you have to be careful when you decelerate with it. She has a tendency to give some hiccup. And that's why you want a bike with ABS. Because the roads are very dangerous in here, and if you need to brake in emergency, that's where you thank the ABS. Yeah, that's what I like about that bike. The fact that you can really play it cool with it, and when you want to play, you can play. Because the chassis is very good. She's very stable. I'm not into speed. I mean, if you follow my channel, you know that I'm more in the adventure motorcycle. Because I'm scared of a sport bike. So yeah, I'm much more into adventure, but I always wanted to have a naked bike like that, and I'm happy I could purchase one, because this is what's going on with the Hunter story. Hunter Motorcycle Indonesia, you know how much I like the Maverick 500. Whoa, thank you. And they don't have stock. They don't have bike in stock right now. Another problem from Indonesia when you want to buy a brand new bike. They don't have stock. So I'm waiting for a Maverick to arrive. And then it will be a difficult decision. For the channel, I have two possibilities. I keep the ER6N and I buy a CRF 250 Rally to go off-road and continue the adventure riding, or I sell the ER6N and then I take the Maverick 500, which will allow me to do a bit of both, road and off-road. But the Maverick doesn't do the off-road fully like I want, and I think a CRF 250 Rally will be way more efficient. But the problem of the CRF 250 Rally is that if I order it new, they don't have any bike, any stock as well, and it can take like 6 months to get one. And I'm too old for that shit. I want it now. I want it now. So it's a dilemma. But for sure, most of you in the comment will tell me, well, Stefan, the best is to have two bikes. Like one bike for the road and for every day. This is my daily, basically. And one bike for off-road. That will be the best. Or the option of the Maverick, which is kind of a Swiss knife, like she could do both. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this ER6N, but I'm happy I purchased it. So what do you think, guys? One bike or two bike? What is funny? Those tires, you have the lean angle. 1, 2, 3. That's funny. Well, as you can see, I'm not a professional on leaning the bike. I'm far from the 3. So here is the update, guys. Like usual, like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, subscribe if you want to, do whatever you want. You are free after all. and see you soon for other adventure and other motorcycle. Bye bye.